going, guys? This is adreN from Team Dynamic, and we're going to talk about Ivy on train. Ivy's a spot where you have to really communicate with your teammate and just keep switching up your spots to make your setup unpredictable. So at Ivy here, what you're going to want to do is have one op and one rifle, and switching off the spots, playing it sometimes just opping, sometimes just rifle, and I'll show you all the setups that we can do here at Ivy. So let's talk about an aggressive play. If you want to randomly just stack Ivy, we can have a rifle deep inside, right here behind sandbags, and we can have an opper back here. Give myself an op. And if we have the opper back here, he's kind of just waiting for his first shot. As soon as the opper shoots, you could have your teammate have this flash cocked here, and if he just comes behind the sandbags and kind of just aims where this first window is, you're in the middle of it, it's still right there, and you can even run with the flash, and as soon as your teammate shoots, you can capitalize on that. Clear the corner, clear like that, and then after you clear like that, usually the sandbags guy would just want to fall back. You also want to keep in mind that you can spam this right side if you need to. Just right in that corner, shoots all this up, and even if you're opping back here, you can shoot right there and kill people that get blind and go in the corner. And sometimes you even see their shadow glitching through the wall. If you're ever here, you kind of see it like through the wall, randomly glitching, and you can shoot people through that. If you ever want to just straight up push Ivy, maybe on a pistol round, you want to just get a random aggression and push through Ivy, make sure it's clean. Or just on a gun round you want to push, or an eco, anything like that, you can do this flash pattern to take control of it. You're going to have one off this wall here, and the flashbang is going to explode behind the sandbag so it won't flash you, and then your second flash goes off that wall. So I'll do it right now. Come around here, flash one, flash two, and then you clear out. So that's a good way of pushing Ivy. Let's talk about opping Ivy. Get my op here. Opping Ivy, at the start, I will come and op this corner real quick right here, just for like 5 seconds, to see if someone quick peeks me, and then I'll drop off this angle, just because I don't like being at that angle where someone can get boosted up here and shoot me, because I like to double zoom almost every angle I play, really. So I like to come here and double zoom this, hold this for 5 seconds to the beginning of the round, and then I'll drop off it and play this angle. And what I'm doing here is I'm looking right here for people that cross below, and I'm also looking here for people that are boosted. And I really have a big advantage for someone that's running across here. And I just seriously just put my crosshair right here, and you can just easily react to it by seeing someone run through the barrels. The only thing you'd want to watch out about is if you have a slow op creeping here, and you can do this on terrorist side too, to make sure they don't have a guy set up there. But you'll see them equal distance, so it's all about who shoots first anyways. Another setup, if you want to have your rifle hold Ivy, you can obviously play the old school barrels just up here. And if you want one side smoke yourself, this is really useful, is you just throw the smoke and make it land like it's right here. And then you can play right on top of it, and you have a one-sider, right like this for your rifle. And what you do is you just have your op from here, obviously in the beginning of the round, your rifle jumps up on the barrels, the op smokes first, and then he can go around, he can float wherever he wants, he can play top 5 with his op, and then the rifler still has a smoke for himself to re-smoke it. So he has like a good, whatever, 40 seconds of just plain smoke play, one-sider, big advantage. And once they find out that you're playing that one-sider, they might try double nading you, like that. And what you want to do, or flashing you, what you want to do while this is up, you can easily dodge flashes and nades by just completely dropping in front of the barrels like this, and the nades are going to go behind you, and the flashes are pretty much going to go behind you, unless they throw like a bad flash up there, which makes no sense. But if you can see the flashes and nades coming, you can just drop down if you need to all the way, and you're kind of still in the smoke covered. And while it's up, you can just sit right here and they can't see you. And then you can get back up and you're back up in the one-sided smoke. So it doesn't matter if you know how I'm playing. I'm going to smoke out this sometimes. And they'll think maybe my rifler's on there and then I'm just opping somewhere floating. But actually I threw that just to bait nades and my rifler's up close to oil. And I'm just top 5 here, not even watching alley. So we're just kind of giving alley on this setup by me just smoking it up. And basically, I'll usually just maybe nade through ones, and then we're thinking that we're playing Ivy here, but we're completely not playing it at all. One thing you don't want to do at Ivy is once the terrorists have barrel control, you don't want to repeak it. It is important as a CT to hold this alleyway, but it's not worth it if they already have control of it to retake it. It doesn't get you anything, and you don't need it as a CT to win the round. So don't retake Ivy after they have barrel. They're just probably going to kill you like 9 times out of 10, so it's not worth it. What you want to do is just drop back, and I don't like this angle either because you always get pre-fired. Like the only time I'll ever hold this angle is if I'm seriously playing like the smallest crack ever, and I'm just reaction shot. It's the only time I'll ever play this angle. I won't ever play it like this. It's really bad. Sometimes you can play it like this, but even then I don't recommend that. What I recommend is once you lose barrel control, you want to just say I'm giving Ivy, and then you want to have the other guy that was playing mid, maybe your other rifler playing oil mid. He just wants to drop back and just kind of play under 6 here, and then your op can op either back bomb and support ladder. You can op just 5 trains like this, or you can op top 5 up here. And I really like this spot just because you can't get blind and you are never smoked out really. So you can always just straight up shoot people. The only time you're gonna die up here is from another opper, and even then it's just a op versus op battle, so it's pretty much in your favor. So yeah, dropping back here is good for your rifler, saying once you give Ivy. So yeah, like if they're flashing you back on Ivy, like they have some good nade work, they're designating barrels, and then they're flashing left and pushing you back, you don't really want to ever just re-peek like this. If anything, if I lose control, even if of this area, and they had a guy top fence on me, I'll maybe hold this for one more pick, right like this, because usually after they get like sandbags control, they'll walk up the barrels like this. And this is a left-sided peak for me, so I'm going to have the reaction advantage here. And I'll just get one more entry, and then I'll fall back and be satisfied with that. Another cool thing you can do is, usually people take Ivy like this, they'll smoke left, flash right, go out, yada yada. Oops, flash myself. Pretty sure that's a good flash. I think I just hit off something weird. Yep, okay. So if they ever smoke that out, you can actually get on this little thing and then on this light. And then you can still see out mid, out all of the train, the connector, see over the smoke. If they ever smoke you out like a lot of the rounds, you can abuse that by seeing right over it. Another good spot to hold Ivy from if you've lost Ivy control is just from right up on this hitch. And I like to just come here and just double zoom and just wait for some guy to slow peek me right like this. I usually don't play under here because it's more head level, and this is usually where the guy's aiming. He maybe fire head level, and if you're down there, people can see you more easily if they come out middle. Make sure to stay updated on our player blogs. You can locate them under community and then blogs. For certain players' blogs, simply go to the player page. And also make sure to stay updated and like us on facebook.com/teamdynamic.